Hey guys, Heath, Holpa Firearms Training. One of the things that we train for when we're shooting a handgun for defensive carry or for law enforcement carry is we have to be prepared for the malfunction. Traditionally, to set up a double feed to practice for that malfunction, shooter's got to take either dummy rounds or a live round if he's in a range environment. He's got to load a round into the chamber. It's got to insert a magazine that's got one or two or full, doesn't matter, rounds into the chamber. Put it in, ease the slide forward, and he's created a double feed. And then, knowing I have a double feed, the shooter would point in and we'd press the trigger and we'd get either a clunk or nothing would happen and we would know we'd have a problem. We teach the shooter to look, to lock, grip, rack, retain if it's the only one you got, load, rack, and shoot, if that's the mental decision that you make. It's pretty inefficient to set that up, and you know when you're setting it up, you know that's what the malfunction is going to be. So there's a new product that I discovered at SHOT Show that I thought was pretty stinking cool, and I hoped it would work good, or work as good as I had envisioned it, and it does. It works great. It's Type3MalfunctionRound.com, and it's type the number 3 malfunctionround.com, and it's this dummy round that's got some extra features to it as opposed to your traditional dummy round. Now I like the thought of mixing that dummy rounds and your live ammo and the Type 3 malfunction round in to the magazine and have it all random so you don't know what it is you're going to encounter, and try to do it without thinking about how you're loading it or have your buddy load it for you. And you're setting up your gun to just be all screwed up, foobarred, and actually train yourself of recognizing it as it happens, fixing it, and moving forward. So I'm going to toss a couple of these Type 3 malfunction rounds in, some live ammo, and a couple dummy rounds, and set it up. See if I can run myself to a point of failure, or if I can work through the problems. So not trying to retain in my brain what's in there, I'm just loading it, making it ready, pointing my gun in a safe direction. I'm on a range, and I'm going to come up, I'm going to see my sight picture, and I'm going to press, and the cartridge worked just as it's supposed to. This is the Type 3 malfunction round, and I've created a double feed. So if I'm training myself for drawing from concealment and I don't have spare magazine, I want to retain the magazine, I'm going to lock it, I'm going to rip it while retaining it. I saw that it cleared. Good skill steps would be to rack it if you didn't see that it had cleared. Load it, rack it. Oh, had a click. Oh, and now I have a double feed. Work through it, fix it. And look at that, another double feed. And I'm out. So to set up that many double feeds, I'd be spending a whole bunch of training time just setting it up and preparing it, as opposed to just loading it up. I get 5 of these in a package, and I could set up one mag and have 5 double feeds in a row, or I could have 5 different shooters with 5 magazines with one of these set up somewhere in it to be a surprise, to see if they can recognize it and fix it as they go. So great training tool, great way to work through malfunction clearance for that Type 3 or secondary malfunction where a tap rack just doesn't solve it, but instead you need to look, lock, rip, rack, load, rack. It's a lot of skill steps, but if you practice it, it'll happen automatically.